I am doing a video about top 10 most haunted high schools in America. So let's get down to it. So it says El Paso High School in Texas. When it comes to the scariest school in America, El Paso High School has them all beat. Its ghost stories range from sealed off hallways to full of mist and strange goo dripping from the ceilings to hidden classrooms. Beneath the building no one knew existed. However, nothing compares to the photo of the graduating class in 1985 above, while the woman in the center is certainly blurry. There is no doubt she is there, or so you think. According to former students, there was no one standing there when the picture was taken, nor can the female in the question be identified. Some believe the apparition to be a young girl had taken her own life years before jumping off from a balcony connected to the misty hallway. Others have seen the very same ghostly figure jump from the said balcony, disappearing before hitting the ground each time. Any way you slice it, El Paso High School takes spine-tingling to frightening new heights. Lee Williams High School, Kingman, Arizona. When your school sits atop a frontier town, once involved in mining, railroading, and cattle driving back when Arizona was still considered a territory, you're bound to come across a vengeful spirit or two. In fact, students of Lee Williams High School claim they have seen a man in a bowler hat roaming halls quite frequently, as well as a young girl who calls out at night that she wants to go out to play. Couple this with the usual flickering lights and motion detectors going off by themselves, and you've got yourself a good old-fashioned haunting. Furthermore, after renovation in 2010, part of the football field is now located directly on top of the old Pioneer Cemetery. That might explain why spectators have witnessed ghosts in prairie gowns and suits appear during graduation events on the field. The 7 coffins unearthed during renovations might also play a role in the matter. Cathedral High School, Los Angeles, California. Facing your fears is considered the best way to overcome them, but Cathedral High School may take that advice a step too far. Embracing the fact that the premises were built on the remains of the old cavalry cemetery, headstones of the dead which have been dug up during renovations through the years, are prominently displayed around the school football field to add insult to injury. The school mascot is the phantoms in honor of the land's heritage. While students and teachers consider all of this to be a point of pride, rarely even entertain the notion that the school might be haunted. Maintenance workers don't share their sentiments. They claim that along with seeing and hearing the spirits of the once living, they literally feel their presence at night, often accompanied by cold spots throughout the property. Pocatello High School, Idaho. If you're not one to be easily frightened by ghost stories, Pocatello High School might be right up your alley. That's because, along with numerous eyewitnesses' accounts of spirits roaming the halls, whispering, or even hanging out in the rafters of the theatre, there is now video evidence of a mysterious apparition lurking around and messing with the lights. Paranormal investigators have discovered that at least 6 deaths had occurred on the property, with one of the most disturbing involving a suicide pact in the late 1940s to early 1950s between 2 young girls. While one actually went through with it, hanging herself from her locker, the strong scent of her perfume can still be detected in the halls from time to time. Even when her locker was removed, the smell remained. Topeka High School, Topeka, Kansas. By now, it's been well established that one way of preventing your school from being haunted by the undead is not building it in close proximity to a graveyard, let alone on top of one. Sure, when Topeka High School was constructed in the late 1890s, the graveyard was relocated, allegedly, But relocation is precisely how you disturb something. Now students and faculty must endure ghost sightings, the murmur of conversations between spirits, and other strange phenomena roaming halls alone. Did we mention there are said to be underground tunnels beneath the school which lead to a hidden graveyard? Because that is definitely the creepiest part of all. Other city landmarks, including Harrison Church and the Capitol Building, are said to be haunted too. C.E. Byrd High School, Shreveport, Louisiana. Long thought to be haunted by the ghost of both a young girl who drowned in the swimming pool in the 1930s and the ROTC sergeant who committed suicide in the 1960s. It was discovered last year that at least the latter was correct. Partially, while Shreveport-owned KTBS3 News team was able to debunk the drowning victim rumors, they also managed to prove through some digging that Master Sergeant Ross Doublefield did kill himself on October 17, 1962, albeit by accident. At least now, students know whose cold spot they are walking through as Sergeant Stubblefield continues to haunt them with his presence. Pretty crazy. Roy High School, Roy, Utah. Roy High School is home to many ghosts, all of which appear to have their own specific quirks. For instance, the one known as Mabel lurks around the auditorium, backstage near a set of winding stairs. She's not shy though, as she tends to tinker with the lighting, and moves props around. Another auditorium ghost is said to wear a purple hat and try to convince students to follow her, but gives off a much too evil vibe to dare try. Others include a floating head ghost in the upper left balcony, and other who roams the halls. It is believed that he died after being hit by a train walking to school. Students say they can feel him watching them if they were wandering around alone, and he thought school spirit was a good thing. St. Charles East High School, St. Charles, Illinois. Ghosts are scary enough as it is, but when they are accompanied by a horrifyingly gruesome backstory, they become the fuel of nightmares. Enter Street, Charles East High School, where it is rumored that the spirit of a former freshman girl haunts the halls. Said to have been playing her flute in the band room when a deranged janitor raped and murdered her. She was then cut into pieces and stuffed in various lockers. Oh my god. Since then, band students occasionally run across body parts in their lockers, only to have them appear to disappear right in front of them. Others claim to hear the sounds of a faint flute being played when the room is quiet or when they are alone. Worst of all, many have had their flutes disappear mysteriously, while others notice signs that the instrument has been played while left at school overnight. Chopticon High School, Morganza, Maryland. Speaking of spooks with stories to them, the following tale is certainly not one for the faint of heart. While working by herself at Chopticon High School during the summer of 1983, a teacher by the name of Miss Heater was attacked and brutally stabbed to death by Lester Broom, a maintenance worker at the school. He then dragged her body into the nearest bathroom on the second floor, eventually being caught and convicted of the murder. Ever since, the student and faculty alike claimed the former teacher haunts the hallways, specifically the bathroom where she was found dead. Most accounts of paranormal activity have simply involved the sounds of high heels clicking through the halls or in the bathrooms, but some witnesses have heard the footsteps walk right up to them. In any case, most visitors to the school, even those who aren't aware of Miss Heater, feel a general sense of uneasiness when making the rounds. Alright guys, that's all of them. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. Tune in tomorrow night for my next topic. I'm going to tell you I'm going to leave you for cliffhanger. So like and subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.